Hey, babe, where you going?
I'm just getting a closer look.
Are you going up?
To the top?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Yeah?
As long as the zoom on that camera works, I don't have to do stuff like that.
Oh, okay, I'll zoom.
Today's adventure brings us back to one of our favorite places, the abandoned Nansen ski jump in Milan, New Hampshire. What you're looking at right there is a historic marker that was placed in November of 2011. So why are we here? Well, it's not abandoned anymore. Matter of fact, it's on its way to becoming a National Historic Landmark, and we're here following the progress. And here's a little more information about the restoration that's going on to the ski jump. Wow, it's amazing seeing how much has changed since 2002. That's when Cheryl and I first laid eyes on this ski jump. It'd be another 4 years before we'd make the steep climb to this historic artifact, and another 6 years before we'd make our first video on it. We'll place a link to that video at the end of this video and in the description box down below, just so you can see how overgrown it was. I mean, you could hardly see the jump from the parking area. Your best bet of seeing it would have been heading south on Route 16, where it sticks above the tree line. And to give you an idea, this was our view from the parking lot looking up at the ski jump, and this was our view looking down at the parking lot from the ski jump. These are the remains of the stairs that lead up to the ski jump. Now back in 2006, that picture we showed you of the knee-high grass, that was all wet and slippery. We were ready to just abort even trying to get up there. And as we turned around, we saw these in the woods. And I mean, we barely saw these in the woods. They were well hidden. It also looks like an improvement has been made. I'm gonna say that's a viewing stand up there. We'll find out when we get up to it. Just to give you a perspective shot of how steep this really is. Coming out to the viewing deck. We'll get better video up top. And from this little viewing deck, there's one more flight of stairs up to where Cheryl is, and the ski jump. If I didn't know any better, I would say that is a brand new ski jump.
It looks beautiful.
Actually, the wood's all been changed. The steel is all original, though. Now, this ski jump was designed in 1936, and it was built by the National Youth Association in 1937. It was the largest ski jump of its time. Comes in at 171.5 feet tall. It's 260 feet long. The descent angle is 37.5 degrees. Now, back when they built this in 1937, it cost $12,000. Now, I bet that sounded like a lot of money back then.
Yes, indeed.
Well, 1962, they renovated it. It cost $75,000 to renovate it.
Holy moly.
Now that it's going to become a National Historic Landmark, they're estimating about $150,000 is going to be needed to make this into a public park. Taking a look at the other side of the jump now. A little bit more history for you. Back in the 30s and 40s, the jumping events that were held here used to draw 35 to 40,000 people. I mean, it helped put Berlin, New Hampshire on the map. In 1938, the first Olympic trials were held here, along with 4 U.S. ski jump national championships. Back in 1940, 1957, 1965, and 1972. The last jump that was done here was in 1982, and then the jump itself was closed in 1988. All right, before we bring you up onto the ski jump, let's show you the judges' stand. All right, now the judges' stand is going to be renovated come spring. Looks like they came in and covered up some of the holes. This is the first floor. That's going up to the second. All right, so we made it to the second floor, but we're doing this so you don't have to, because check this out. Yeah, it's not very sturdy in here. So there's one more flight. We'll check that out, but I don't know if I'm going to go up there or not. And that's where I'd come from. These are the stairs that go up to the very top, but look at that. I am not going to risk it. So I'm stopping at the second floor. I'll wait till it's renovated. And because Cheryl and I would never leave you hanging, this is what the top of the judges' stand looks like. Now that I'm saying it, I'm glad I didn't go. All right, so here's a couple of before and after pictures. This is the front of the ski jump, and this is the ski jump itself. Can you figure out which is which?
I think you can.
There is the top of the ski jump. All the wood has been replaced by Knoll Stone Contracting out of Bow, New Hampshire. What a great job they did.
Looks great.
Shout out going to Greg and his guys. This looks beautiful. Hey, hon, how many pieces of wood do you think it takes to rebuild a ski jump?
I know the answer to that.
How many?
It's 900.
All right, so when the jumpers come down the ski jump and they get to this part, the very end, this is the view that they're going to end up seeing. I'm going to take a shot at what's out there, so let's move in a little bit. All right, you have Bald Cap coming across. You have North Bald Cap. Then you have Mount Success. We actually have been there, did a video on it. There is a plane crash out there. Moving along, you have Mount Carlo. And I believe over there is Goose Eye Mountain. Then you have North Peak, South Peak, Fulling Mill Mountain, Mahoosic Mountain, and Old Speck Mountain. All right, once again, we brought you to the Nansen ski jump. I mean, it looks so much nicer than the last time that we were out here. So if you're driving along Route 16 in Milan, New Hampshire, stop by and take a look at this place. It looks great.
Hey, don't forget about February.
Oh yeah, we plan to be out here again in February when Sarah Hendrickson, the first Olympian ski jumper, comes out here to make her return to jumping.
Weather permitted.
Of course, but off of this jump. This jump, no one's jumped off this since 1982. So we want to be here for that jump. She's on her way to the 2018 Olympics. So until our next adventure.
The end.
Really looks great. I don't want to leave.
I don't either. It's a beautiful day.
I can't believe the skies and the view. Now, I would not want to jump off of this.
No, not at all.
Couldn't pay me enough.
Nope. Nope.